the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. On the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider impossible is losing. I've been waiting on the sidelines for a long time. Now I'm finally getting in the game. It's about time. This is my time. This is my time. The only thing I consider.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami. Like button on your way in the building. Man, what's up, Vivian? I see you, man. Dolphinier in the house. Shout out to the Mod Squad. Shout out to all the members of the channel. Dolphin State of Mind. Zach Turk, I see you, man. I appreciate everybody coming through. The notifications aren't going to get sent out to everybody because we ain't been live in like 2 weeks, 10, 11, 12, 13 days. I don't know how long it's been. But we ain't been live for a while. You know, just got back, a little 1 week vacation to Disney, 6 days, 5 days in the park, enjoying Disney with the family. Then we took a trip to Miami, Mother's Day weekend to go hang out with my mom and, take her out, do some things. And we back in the lab. We are back in the lab, all right. So for those who did get the notification, awesome for you, but I need every single one of y'all to hit the like button so that they can send the notifications out to everyone else. Okay, so punch that like button. But yeah, I agree. B&E, good little break. Sometimes you need it. It's a good little break. I needed it. I needed it. I really did need it. Color said I'm wearing the same shirt he got on right now. Ooh, Color, who rocking it better? Ooh, I got mine a little tighter, the little semi guns. It ain't that much curvage for your boy, but I'm trying. Oh man, Ravens Talk with Yolanda. I see you in here. I'm glad you're rocking with us today. Shirt tough. Yeah, a little Dolphin, little shadow. You know, I got the hat, over there. I don't feel like going to get it. But yeah, anyway, listen. Schedule little nuggets are coming out right now, and I'm gonna tell you now, they already messing us over. They already messing us over. Little sweet tea. Bills Dolphins week 2. Bills Dolphins week 2. They already messing us over. Let me explain this to y'all, okay? I wanted the Bills or the Jets week 1 or 2. Let's get that straight now. We obviously not getting the Jets week 1 because they got San Francisco to open up. So at least I got my Bills week 2. The only problem is I wanted my week 2 Bills to be in Buffalo. That ain't happening. I wanted my week 2 Buffalo Bills to be in Buffalo. It ain't happening. So if we gonna start the season with the Bills at home in week 2, oh man, when is the second Buffalo game? December, January? Man, we better pray that they put that game before week 12. We gotta hope that they put that game man. Probably even before that. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, because it get cold in November too in Buffalo. But we gotta hope that they put that game like week 7, 8, or something like that. Because I do not like that situation where Buffalo, and let me tell you the thing that I hate the most about it. Okay, every time they come to Miami, they got to deal with that heat. Ooh, it's Thursday night. It's Thursday night. Ain't no sun gonna be bearing down. Their sideline ain't gonna need the ACs and the fans. It's on Thursday night. The advantage that we always have. Yeah, it's gonna be humidity, but it's Miami. It still ain't gonna be like 1 o'clock Sunday. No matter how much humidity you want to talk about, it ain't gonna feel like the 1 o'clock Sunday. It'll be 78 degrees. Might even have a breeze. Might even have a nice breeze. It is not going to be the 1 o'clock 90 degrees, 95. It's not. So the league, so the league rewarded us last year. They say, okay, we're gonna give y'all everything y'all want as far as the schedule situation, somewhat, right? You ain't gonna have to deal with no cold games late in the season unless you make the playoffs, right? And we didn't even take advantage of it. Like, I want y'all to think about last year. We didn't have to go into the freezing Tennessee. They had to come to us. We got to play at home versus the Cowboys. We got to play Buffalo at home. I don't remember. Baltimore may be the only one, but it wasn't crazy. But we had a favorable situation last year in this regard. Now they come into Miami. They get to play us on Thursday night. And whether y'all want to admit it or not, we argued this last year, and I proved my point. The one thing the Buffalo Bills fans do, they take up half of our stadium. They were arguing last year. No, they don't. You'll see they took up half the stadium. They took up half the stadium. Some of us were talking about we should buy tickets and don't go just to keep them from coming. They took up half the stadium. So let's call it what it is. Now, hopefully they don't take up half the stadium because Well, I don't know because see, let me tell you something about Dolphin fans too. They're like a lot of Dolphin fans, they about their cash too. You know, they pay they pay that $200-300 for their ticket, and they seeing that they can get 600 online. They sell them. They sell them right away. They sell them right away. But here we are Thursday night. Heat ain't gonna be a factor. Here we are on prime time. The last time we was on Amazon, Tennessee, without the weapons they just got. And oh my gosh, that loss still hurt me because that was the division. That was the division right there. That Tennessee game was the division. That was the whole division. That was the whole division. That Tennessee game. Thursday night football too. Now I still like the idea of getting Buffalo early. Because it don't matter. If you can't beat Buffalo in week 2 on Thursday night, it's a wrap. Put a nail in it. If you can't beat Buffalo week 2 at home, it's a wrap. Put a nail in it. It's that game you was hiding behind the chair, TD. Yeah, I remember. Don't remind me. TD Fraud Talk said, TD, do you ever get anything correct? That's up to you to determine, not me. I just do what I do. I don't worry about all of that. I give my opinions, I talk how I talk, and then let you decide. If you feel I get everything wrong and I'm terrible at what I do, that's your business. So maybe not. I ain't got no answer for you. You got to answer that yourself. Oh, the Amazon game was Black Friday. Thanks. Okay. I meant the Thursday night game, whatever it was. Haters make me famous. They really do. At least, yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling. Listen, man. I don't like to start out. Now, there's some speculation that week 6 will be on the road at the Patriots. We don't know yet. We got to confirm, but that'll be nice. Week 6, it ain't gonna be cold up there. Nice little game. Go down there and beat up on the little young Patriots. Do our thing. And they estimating that we'll be away on in week 7 because Taylor Swift got a concert. This is all courtesy of Big E. Which these things are lining up. Week 15 away because there's an event in Miami Stadium. In week 18, they say we'll be at home versus the Patriots, but we don't know how true that is. We got to wait to see. But it'll be interesting to see. TD, that night we need to shine and begin to kick in the Super Bowl door. Now the good thing is it's early in the season. You know, we play our best football early in the season, but again, the Bills have had our number forever. And let's make sure we understand what we mean by they've had our number. They know what defense they need to run against us. They know what they need to do defensively to run against us. Every time we play the Bills, they're going to give up one of those deep balls to Tyreek. They're going to give up one nice little 40-yard intermediate gain to Waddle. Outside of that, slim pickings. Every team give up that one deep ball to Tyreek, just about. It's just like you take 5 shots a game on it, you're going to get one, okay? That's a given. But I like that we start the season out with Buffalo. Week 2 at least. We start out week 2 with Buffalo. I don't like that it's at home. I wanted to go on the road early. I want to get some of the tests out of the way early. I know that we're going to have all that San Francisco, Seattle, all that in that middle range. Like, I think we're probably going to have it between like week 8 and 13. Or we'll have it between like week 4 and 9. Like we're going to have that run somewhere in the middle of the season. But our schedule is tough. Our schedule's tough regardless. But they know what to do against us. Buffalo know what the game plan is. They know what we operate. They know what we're trying to do. Now, I know some people saying, Poyer will know what they do to us. Listen, you don't need a player. Poyer not going to be like, listen, this is what we're doing to stop y'all. Because Mike McDaniel going to sit there, he can be like, oh, okay, what we all know. Clog the middle, take away the first read. All right. So we need to throw outside the numbers. Like, what point you going to add? Like, do y'all understand it? I've been preaching this to y'all forever. Our offense can beat any defense, but you need the players that can execute the full offense. We can't execute the full offense. Mike McDaniel already told you, I'm going to take these things and we're going to do it even more because this is what you do well. We're not going to do the things you don't do well for certain players. We're not going to, extend the plays to go through the fourth and fifth read. Why? Because the O-line ain't going to hold up. We're not going to throw outside the numbers because our quarterback's arm is weak. We're not going to do this because of that. We're not going to do this because of that, but we're going to do that because we do it well. But Buffalo, they're all over that. What do? Well, we'll just try to run the ball. We'll try to run the ball better. That's your only hope, is running the ball better. Why do you think we had success last year? Y'all think success was made last year just from throwing the ball? The real success of our team last year came from running the ball. The true success of our team last year came from running the ball and running it well. But you go look at those teams that we lost to. The one thing they did a better job than the other team is stopping the run. Because other teams tried to clog the middle of the field too. But what did we do? We ran the ball well, and then they had to get out of that defense and go zone, and Tua is going to eat. Going to eat. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how this works. This will be very interesting. I want to see what Anthony Weaver is going to bring to the defense this year. Like, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I'm so sick of people making automatic assumptions. Our defense is better. We don't know what our defense is going to be. Well, we don't have a clue. Well, I believe it should be better because it is. You can believe all you want, but we have absolutely no clue what this defense is going to do. This defense could be a bottom tier defense or it could be a top tier defense. It could sit right in the middle. We have no clue. We just love making our automatic assumptions. We love making those automatic assumptions. Well, Anthony Weaver, he's going to be able to, you don't know what you think Anthony Weaver got his full personnel of what he would like? You think he coming to this team and was like, yeah, everybody here is perfect for what we like to do, what I like to do. Let's go. No, that ain't how it worked. At least half his defense, he got to settle with for right now until he could build on to it the way he wanted. But time will tell. That TD, that's why I don't want Buffalo early. I get it, but our best chance to beat Buffalo is having them as early as possible. I'm going to tell you that now. Your best chance to actually beat them is having them as early as possible. It really is. Just like we did 2 years ago in week 3. I think, I might be wrong. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Acknowledge me if I'm right. I think week 3, and we ran the ball. It was like a low-scoring, balanced game, and we won because time of possession, like neither team had the ball 10, 11 times. They both only had it like 7 times. And we won. I think we were running the ball very well. We didn't need much throwing. We weren't trying to. It was a weird kind of game. It wasn't this high-flying game. It was like a clock management game with long drives. Night games favor them, TD. We don't know what favors who right now. But the circumstances of what we look for to be a benefit are not there right now for the Miami Dolphins. Like when you look at it, what's the benefit? Like, you know how you look at certain games and be like, oh, we benefit. 1 o'clock is going to be real hot the way our stadium's set up. That sun comes and beats on the visitors, which is true. If a lot of y'all don't really know, it is a fact that we designed that canopy in the roof in the stadium. It literally at the 1 o'clock time slot, and even 4 o'clock time slot now, even though we don't have 4 o'clock games in Miami, really, the sun is designed to come right in, straight down on the visitors' bench and on their sideline for like 10 yards in the field, almost to the hash. Straight beat down on them right there. The home side, just canopy covered, sun is south towards the equator. The whole home side is just shade the whole game. It's designed that way. And it is tough. Constant Miami Heat, not the basketball team, just Miami sun rays coming down on the visitor side, and they just getting pounded by it. It is a massive benefit whether people don't know that or not. For the first 3 months of the season, it is a massive benefit. The sun hit a little different in December and January in Miami. It still comes down hot, but it's a little different. If you from down there, you understand that it is a little different. It still can, do some damage, but it's a little bit more. I'm okay. I'm okay. All right. But July, August, September, no. Let's back up. Let's back up. May, June, July, August, September, October, and a little bit on November, forget about it. Forget about it. So September, October, and some of November is brutal. But man, we got a tough schedule, division game, tough team on a Thursday night. All of that's wiped out. The only benefit we have in that game is that it's at home and Buffalo coming. Their fans are coming. Their fans are coming. Thursday night, they showing up. They showing up. Some of them right now already putting time in at work and all. Yep, we're going to take Wednesday off. We're going to take Thursday off. And we're going to take Friday off. Or we'll just take Thursday, Friday off. And then we got Saturday, Sunday. We got the whole weekend. They're going to come down in Miami and they going to own the weekend. Some of them ain't flying out to Sunday. They're going to make it a vacation. They're going to make their whole weekend a vacation. Thursday night, yeah, we fly out Thursday morning. Yeah, so them flights out of Buffalo, if you ain't booking them now, they're going to be expensive. Because everybody going to be flying out Thursday. They're going to check into their hotel, go straight to the game, and they're going to have a Friday and Saturday vacation down there, and they'll fly back Sunday. This is what people do. You made this a perfect weekend for them. Perfect getaway. Perfect getaway. And all they got to do is take 2 days off from work, and they got 4 days for those who work. 4-day vacation. And that's what's going to happen, man. Paz said we've already booked our hotel room. I know. Trust me. They on South Beach. They taking up the whole South Beach. Y'all see they show it on TV during the game. They gonna show it this year on Thursday night. Look at Bill's Mafia. And they gonna be showing it pregame. They took over the city from Fort Lauderdale to Miami. Y'all know how this go. Y'all know exactly how this goes. That's why the Bills aren't a real Super Bowl contender. There is always an extra excuse, no matter who they lose against. Yeah, man, they ain't winning no Super Bowl, not before us. If they do, man, oh gosh, that'd be devastating. But yeah, they ain't win. I mean, we already got one. I'm saying they're not winning the next one before us. Facts. I'm coming from Cali. Go Bills. See, I'm telling y'all, they made this. I ain't gonna lie. Like, if you think it's like, oh, it's on a Thursday, most people don't want to take off from work and stuff, they're not going to be that many Bills fans. There are going to be more Bills fans than ever before, probably. First of all, it's early in the season. It's early in the season where the hype is the highest. That's number one. Number two, it's going to be a 4-day weekend. It's going to be a 4-day weekend. Everybody taking Thursday and Friday off, already off Saturday, Sunday. 4-day weekend. They finna make this an event. Having it on Thursday night makes it tough for us. This is see, now they get to plan a beautiful trip for them and their family. Like I said, fly in Thursday, go check into the hotel, kick the breeze, go get something to eat, go to the game at night. Friday and Saturday, enjoy Miami. Sunday, we fly out. They finna make this a whole event. Matter of fact, it's a lot of revenue finna come through Miami that weekend. A lot of money finna come through Miami. And they're going to turn it into a vacation, and the Dolphins game is just the first thing they doing in it. Win or lose, they're going to enjoy this trip. Win or lose, they're going to enjoy it. Now, you put it on a Monday night, now it's tough for them. That's tough. But, man, you just gave them a 4-day weekend. They coming. They are coming. Shout out to Slippy Al, too, with the first donation of the show. He said, after golf contract, it brings tears to me of what Tua is getting. NFL gives Bills a night game without no sun. # go Bills. It brings tears to my eyes. It's so funny that Bills fans and Jets fans and Patriots fans are so hopeful that the Dolphins give Tua more than $50 million. It's funny when the ops are like begging for it. Please give them that. And I believe they will give it to him. And I've come to grips of, hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to cry right now of, oh my gosh, they gave him that kind of money. The contract is here. They gave him that kind of money. I already know what our fate is. For 3 years, we're going to be screwed, and then we're going to move off of him. It's going to be Tannehill 2.0 at a higher price because the cap number went up. It's going to be Tannehill 2.0 because that kind of money you give to a quarterback who can carry a team. Now, I'm not saying every quarterback that get it can carry a team, but that's dumb on those teams. That's dumb on those teams. So it is what it is. I'm just going to sit back and say, and then people are going to be like, we need to do better at this position. With what money? With what money? What money do you do better at that position? Like, come on, man. Come on. So listen, get a man his cash. Let's sit back. In 2028, let's be talking about which quarterback we trying to go get. I believe it. I already know that's what the outcome is going to be. And I hope I'm wrong, but I'm convicted that that's what the outcome is going to be. Like, if you can't win with a guy making $10 million a year, what make it 50? Like, it's like certain things are common. And let me say this too. I'm seeing all these people out here talking about, I can't wait for the team to give Tua over $50 million and watch all the people cry. I don't tell people whether they Dolphin fans or not, but this is the first time I'm going to tell you, you ain't no real Dolphin fan. And let me tell you why. People don't want to give Tua $50 million because they feel like he's worth maybe lower end of 40 or upper end of 30, and that would do the team justice. If the team came out and they gave Tua a $38 million deal, I would say that's a good deal. That you can probably move forward with and see what you can do. That's best for the team. He's still on the team, and I'm behind that. You see what I'm saying? The right price amount, he's still on the team. And I'm behind that, right? But to say, I hope they give him as much as possible. I hope they give him 60 so we can watch people cry. What kind of Dolphin fan are you? It's like you're only thinking about him instead of the overall breakdown of the team. Like some of y'all, if you can give him 70, that'll be even better. Oh my gosh, I go crazy. Why? Is it the goal for you to just want him to be on the team? Or is it for him to be on the team and to stick it to people with more money, which makes the team worse? Which one is it? Some of y'all getting a reality check right now when you think about that. It's showing yourself you're more concerned about him than the team. You're more concerned about him than the team. True fandom of Tua and the team. If you have both, you really love the team and Tua, the only thing should be coming out your mouth is, I just hope they sign him. All it is, man, I hope they give him 60 to make the haters mad. Like, you're okay with the detriment of the team taking a hit just so you can make the haters mad? What kind of real fan are you? And for the record, for my haters, like I said, you give them 38. Hey, I'm okay with that. But some of y'all care so much about him instead of the team that you'd be mad if he got 38 because you just so desperately have always wanted him to be in the echelon of the actual elite quarterbacks. And the only thing will make y'all feel like that is if you pay him like that. So right here, right now, for the record, it don't matter how much you pay Tua. He ain't going to be an elite quarterback. He could be good, but he ain't got the intangibles to be elite. No matter, you can pay him $70 million a year. He will not be an elite quarterback. Best case scenario, you hope he Flacco the thing and help you get a Super Bowl. But not elite. Goff got 53 TD. I know, but once again, see, let's talk about Jared Goff. Just because another team do it, don't mean it was smart. That's not justification. And on top of it, at least Goff has playoff success now. NFC Championship game. At least you have something on the resume that shows playoff success. It's crazy. So there is no comparison. There is no comparison. And another thing, let's not sit here and act like Jared Goff ain't been that type of guy pretty much his entire career, technically. For the most part, putting up the numbers and all that stuff. But he's getting paid now because he's showing playoff success. Super Bowl appearance. Forgot about that too. I'm tripping. I forgot about that. Oh, Tua, Goff got it. Tua got to get it. Stop putting Tua in the same category as Goff. Are you kidding me? People try to put people in the same category, ain't even win a playoff game yet, versus people that don't went to a Super Bowl in an AFC Championship game. Jared Goff elite TD, not in my books. Jared Goff not elite in my books, but once again, just because they paid him don't make it right. To me, Jared Goff, get that man $45 million a year. Okay. He has playoff success. See, let me tell you something. Some people don't understand how the stock market works. Some people don't understand how the housing market works. Those same people will never understand how the quarterback market works. Let me give you an example. Look at the housing market, right? Forever, for the last 3 years. You better buy now. You better buy now. Prices ain't gonna come down. Prices ain't gonna. All right, man. All right, we back. We back. We back. My bad, y'all. I got an internet outage right now. It's a bad storm outside. Um, so I'm dealing with a bad storm outside. So I had to turn my phone hotspot on and hook it to my computer internet. So that's where we at with it right now. All right, just FYI. But we're back. So if for any reason it gets a little fuzzy, it's because I'm on my cell phone internet because we got an internet outage. A pretty bad storm is going on outside. All right. Um, but yeah, like I was saying, I was talking about people don't understand like the housing market, right? You know, a lot of people out here in the housing market, you better buy now, you better buy now. You better buy now. It ain't going down. Man, and this is how they get you with the panic. Historically, it always does. If things are overinflated right now, if a home's really worth 300,000 and they sell it for 450,000, you're the one that's gonna get got if you pay that $450,000. And it doesn't matter if it's 4 years later and the interest rate goes down. You're the one got. Well, you could just refinance with a lower interest rate at a different valuation of the home. Depends on if the bank want to approve a higher loan for a lower value house at the time. All of those things matter. So just because somebody's paying it doesn't mean that it's smart. Just because somebody's paying it does not mean that it's smart. All right. And yeah, it's exactly fear of missing out. Fear of missing out. Because if that's the case, why none of y'all complaining about us moving on from Christian Wilkins? Why are y'all complaining? Why aren't y'all complaining about Christian Wilkins? Well, he a defensive tackle. Nobody's going to be paying that kind of money for a defensive tackle. That's what the market pretty much is now. But but that one is okay. You know, we don't have to. Well, quarterback is the most important position. Listen, what happened to these people that say, "Quote, it's not a quarterback stat, it's a team game"? Like all these contradictions. All of these contradictions, man. If Dak Prescott got 60 tomorrow, y'all be out here, Tua got to get 61, 62. It's crazy. It's crazy. So at the end of the day, my biggest gripe of any and all things is the simple fact that make sure you don't put this team in a situation where it's going to be hard to even build around Tua. Because first of all, we already built around him. Okay. So Jared Goff getting his money, congratulations to him. Good for him. But is it the best thing for the Lions? Time will tell. They got 2 years to get it done now. Well, because he can take low cap hits for the first 2 years probably. After that, y'all got to figure that out. If Tua get $55 million a year or something like that, congratulations to him. Get your cash. But for the Dolphins, that's tough. That's tough. None of you wanted the Dolphins to pay Wilkins. Don't make me bring up the receipts. Well, first of all, I didn't want the Dolphins to pay Christian Wilkins because I knew we wouldn't be able to because of the way our finances were set up. Because you paid Chubb, because you paid Armstead, you paid Tyreek, you were paying X, you were paid Jalen Ramsey, and you're gonna have to pay Tua. So it wasn't possible at the time to pay Christian Wilkins. That wasn't my gripe. But my problem with our organization is we should have been able to pay him. But the reason why we were not able to pay Christian Wilkins is because we missed on Noah Igbenogany. We probably missed on Cam Smith. And let me tell you something. Y'all think Cam Smith starting or Fuller? Put it in the chat. Who's going to start, Fuller or Cam Smith? Put it in the chat. Let me know what you think in the chat, because I'm going to show you something. And I know everybody already know Fuller's probably starting. That's my point exactly. You missed. You missed on Noah Igbenogany and Cam Smith. So you can't pay Christian Wilkins. Why? Because you had to pay Fuller and you had to pay Ramsey. That's over $30 million right there. If you would have hit on those draft picks, you would have had $30 million extra dollars. If you would have hit on Austin Jackson at the left tackle position, you wouldn't have had to pay for Teron Armstead. You paid for Tyreek Hill, so you couldn't invest in the guys you drafted. It goes on and on and on. Same thing at the linebacker position. Channing Tindall, same thing with the tight ends. On and on and on. We paid money in areas to hide the fact that we drafted bad, and that took the money that we needed to pay a Christian Wilkins and those guys. Give me a second. So, yeah. So that's my whole point about Christian Wilkins. If we didn't have all these bad contracts, all these overpaid contracts, I would have been a huge advocate of paying Christian Wilkins because it wouldn't have been an issue. It wouldn't have hurt us. But as soon as we signed all those guys, no, we can't sign Christian Wilkins. Not at that amount because we wouldn't be able to afford it, in which we didn't, because we get now Robert Hunt is a different story. Now, I understand it was $20 million, but at the same token, Chris Greer failed in so many different ways. These are guys we were supposed to bring back. Let's see, let me pull this up. All right. Hill covered for Ezukama miss. Well, I ain't gonna go that far. I don't think we ever had expectations for Ezukama to even be. I don't think we had an expectation for Ezukama to be a Devontae Parker. So I ain't gonna say Hill's covering for that miss. Hill was just an impulse buy. Like, oh my gosh, he's literally in the stores, and it's rare that these things come out. Let's just get it because we got the money now. That was an impulse buy. But you moved on from Andrew Van Ginkel. You moved on from Robert Hunt. Connor Williams, I understand the injury situation. But this is failure. This is what you call failure. TD should already know that they alternate division games every year. Last year we played in Buffalo first. Just like this year, we are going to play the Jets first in Miami because last year we played in. Yeah, but that's not the point of what I was making, Adrian. The point I was making was when we played them, though, because we've had times where we played Buffalo twice in the last 6 weeks. We've had times we played the Jets twice in the last 6 weeks. My thing is about when we played them. So I knew we were going to play Buffalo at home. It was a matter of when. And having them early at home, that's fine. Now, I know I said, hey, I would have loved the road. That's only because of how this ended up for us. Now we got to deal with them at home without the sun in our favor, without having 80% of the fan base in attendance being Dolphin fans. Even if they don't take up half, they're going to get a nice little 35 to 40% chunk of that stadium. And I think it's going to be even higher because of the situation of a Thursday night. That's a vacation. People save up for moments like this. It's perfect. It's the perfect time to take a vacation to Miami. If they already would come in and out for the game, perfect time to just bring the whole family and stay. If we lose week 1, Buffalo game is a must. Is must win. It ain't no must wins until you got to win or you're eliminated. You know, it ain't no must wins until I don't think there's must wins until after week 10 or 11. And it just depends on where you are at that point. But I know what you mean. It would be really bad to start out 0-2. I get it. Elite quarterbacks need the same amount of help surrounding them as an average quarterback. That's a lie. That's not true. I'm glad you said that. Here, once and for all, ladies and gentlemen, hear me and hear me clearly. There are levels to this. Everybody don't need the same around them. Now, do everybody need some comparable pieces? Absolutely. You don't do like the Patriots and just give them nothing, you know? But there's a level to it. What did Patrick Mahomes have around him on offense last year? Please, somebody indulge me. Travis Kelce, one weapon that's a tight end. Great, but one weapon. Everybody else, everybody else he had, y'all ain't really know who they was before that. And if you did know, it wouldn't even. And who did CJ Stroud have around him that you knew about before last year? Huh? Who did Jordan Love have around him that you knew last year? Do you know that Jordan Love spread the ball out so much that he didn't even have a receiver over 800 yards? He got a playoff win and played well. He spread the ball out so much he didn't even have a receiver over 800 yards. Miss me with that every quarterback, blah, blah, blah. No. Josh Allen, what in the heck did he have around him at the end of the season? Diggs only played 60% of the snaps in which he was so irrelevant. Gabe Davis was a non-factor anymore. But what Josh Allen do? Put him on his back for the last 8 games of the season. This is too easy, man. This is too easy. So I'm sorry. I just gave you 4 quarterbacks off rip right there. That debunks that whole little narrative. Debunks that whole narrative. So I'm sorry. And I ain't just give you the Chiefs, but that's Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I just gave you 3 others. There's levels to this. Some quarterbacks need more than others. Some quarterbacks just straight up need more than others. It is what it is. Now, I know some of y'all don't like that because we got some of the best wide receivers in the league, so y'all think I'm insinuating Tua. I ain't even bringing that up. I'm just answering that question. But some quarterbacks need more than others. It's a fact. You need separation because you can't throw darts all day that's right on the money without being thrown behind or thrown too high or thrown too low. You do. This dude's still whining. Thanks for watching. Tua has more than most. Let me see. Tua has more than most teams in history and still can't get it done. You said it. I didn't. TD Fraud Talk. Where the truth goes to die. Excuse me, and it's where you go to listen because you're here. It's where you go to listen. Appreciate you. Watson needs more help. He shouldn't. This is his year. He got to do it, or he's no longer what many thought he was. It's that simple. All right. You bugging, son. You gotta be a special K patient. We beating Buffalo. Well, I'll say this. If we're beating Buffalo, I'll put it like this. Y'all told me we was beating the Eagles when I did shows like this last year. That Eagles game gonna be tough, y'all. Oh, we gonna beat them, TD. That Buffalo game gonna be tough, y'all, on this one. No, I think we'll get Buffalo this time. You tripping, bro. You don't have no faith. I'm just telling you it's a tough game. That Chiefs game, Anderson, man. Bro, we could beat the Chiefs. They ain't nothing. We got this. You tripping. Cowboys, that Christmas Day, I'm worried about that game. Bro, we gonna beat the Cowboys. We did. You got one. I'm telling y'all, this Ravens game, I don't even see us winning it. Bro, man, you so negative. I mean, we better than the Ravens. We got better weapons than them. We got obliterated. That Bills game, we always split with them, but it's something about it, man. I know it's at home, but, man, that's a tough team. They got our number. Bro, I can't watch you no more. You ain't got no faith in nothing. Watch we beat them. Lost. This is the common story over here. So many people in the chat to tell me why I'm wrong, but then when I end up right, why y'all don't ever come back and talk to me then? Why y'all don't ever come talk to me then? And I agree, it's not always about weapons. It's about matchup. It's about game plan. It's about what you do well versus what the other team does well, and what you don't do well versus what the other team doesn't do well, and which game plan is going to supersede the other in that regards. That's what it's about. We had 18 games last year, and only 3 games I was wrong on. I predicted 15 games correctly. There were only 3 games I was wrong on. Week 1 versus the Chargers, which was a shootout. I ain't expect their defense to be one of the worst in the NFL. And it still took a down the wire shootout to win. Next game, Dallas Cowboys. I didn't have us winning that game. And we won. Barely. Because they fumbled the ball twice inside the 5-yard line when they were going to score. No, they fumbled it once, and then they caught it at the 1. Jerome Baker made a really nice hit to stop them at the goal line right before half 3 times, matter of fact. Then one was on the left side of the goal line. I forgot which corner laid a hit and stopped them at the 1. 3 times. And last but not least, I knew we were going to beat Tennessee, and I was wrong. I was only wrong on 3 games all season. I predicted all the other 15 correctly. But I'm just this off-base person, don't know what he's talking about and always wrong. Shout out to Chris Culler, man. Salute to you, bro, for becoming a member. Salute to you, bro. All pro status. Thank you, man, for supporting the channel. So listen, man, I'm going to be honest with y'all. I try my very hardest. I try my very best to not block people, time people out, none of that stuff. But some of y'all just in the comment section right now just to go back and forth negatively, you know. And y'all think I'm being negative. I'm being objective. It ain't my fault my objectivity doesn't always show the team in the most positive light, because at the end of the day, when you look at the last 4 years of when 3 years when I was actually being objective, 4 years, excuse me, I've been spot on, even though it does not portray our team in the most positive light. So can you tell me in the last 4 years, what has our team portrayed positively? Well, we made the playoffs, and we haven't done it in a long time. Congratulations for making the playoffs and losing the first round. Boo-hoo. Does anybody talk about when Tannehill got hurt and Matt Moore was in the playoffs and got beat up by Pittsburgh? No, we don't talk about that because it's not an accomplishment. It's not an accomplishment. Nobody talks about that. So why am I going to talk about McDaniel and company going and getting bounced in the first round? It's not an accomplishment. Shout out to the homie Omniron in the building. Salute to you. Just became a member as well. All pro status. Thank you, brother. Thank you for the dedicated support of the channel, as you always have anyway. Appreciate you, man. That's why we don't talk about Skyler, because he did not win. Came dang close. Exactly. I don't even talk about Skyler no more. I don't even talk about Skyler no more, unless I'm on Twitter trolling, saying he's still better than Tua, just to say it. And then y'all get all in your feelings, knowing I'm trolling. Because no matter how much he did in that game, he still lost. He still lost. And you only get but so many chances in this league to make your mark being a late round pick. If you would have beat Buffalo, man, it would have been a whole different conversation. I ain't gonna lie. Skyler would have had the momentum behind his back if he would have beat Buffalo and would have lost in the next round. Why? Because the very next year, all we heard was if Tua would have played, he wouldn't have did that. We would have won some of them games at the end. We would have won that playoff game. And the very next year, Tua got his shot to finish the season. And then I was Tua about to prove to y'all, like last year when he got hurt, if he wouldn't have got hurt, what he would have did, he did the same thing Skyler did, won one game in the last 5. The same thing. And when he went to the playoffs, yeah, but if we'd have won, if he would have played that playoff game, we'd have won. He did the same thing Skyler did and lost the first playoff game. At least Skyler gave us a chance. At least Skyler put up some kind of production in the playoff game. Matter of fact, Skyler a better playoff quarterback than Tua. How about that? Hey, no lies told. Yeah, both of them bums, but no lies told. No lies told. Man. Let me see here. All right, cool. All right, we got that done. Cool. So yeah, man, all these narratives. Last year was the year of narratives. Last year was the year of narratives. TD Fraud Talk, 1 game sample size. That's all you have. So that's all you can judge. It's all you have. So it's all you can judge. But I don't put no merit on it. I'm having fun right now. I'm trolling. See, and some of y'all take it so serious because, like, not you per se, but some people take it so serious. I'm just having fun, talking, saying some truths, but it's a small sample size. Who really cares? But can we use that both ways? We use Skylar Thompson's small sample size and make that the official him. You see what I'm saying? I want y'all to think about that. Skylar comes in at the end of the season for like 4 games and a playoff game, and we make that him. But Tua did the same thing at the end of the season, and that ain't him because he got more regular season games, which he didn't look like that. So is that fair? Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. TD, Josh is about to beat y'all with MVS, Curtis Samuels, and Keon. What about Shakir as his wide receivers? All we got to do is stop Josh Allen from running the ball, and we'll beat y'all. We'll beat the Bills. In week 2 at home, we'll beat the Bills. Like right now, I have us beating the Bills at home on Thursday night. Now, my confidence level in that is very low, but I'm still gonna. I gotta go to training camp first, but I gotta see what these trenches doing in training camp. But right now, before I go to training camp, I'm still gonna pick the Dolphins to beat the Bills. Now, if our trench is looking like trash in training camp, from the O-line to the D, see, this is one of those training camps that I'm not gonna like to look. I'm not even gonna look at the O-line and the D-line in this training camp. Let me tell y'all why. The issues we have is on the interior O-line and the interior D-line. So if I got scrubs going against scrubs, that ain't gonna tell me nothing. If the defensive line beats, then it might mean the O-line is just that bad. If the O-line holding up and doing well, it just might mean the interior D-line is that bad. Training camp ain't even going to tell me about the O-line or the D-line in the interior. Oh, this person beasted all camp. I can't get at no merit. I don't know what this interior O-line is. Oh, this person at center ain't giving up nothing. But I like iron sharpening iron. I want to see the dogs going against the dogs so I can see what strength is what strength. It's going to be tough in camp really looking at the line. See, so I probably won't even pay attention to the lines. I'll get right back to Tua in the receivers, in the secondary. That's going to tell me something. I can see we got weapons, so I can see how good our secondary is or ain't going to be. We got some solid corners and safeties, so I can see how good Tua's going to be running it. Well, see, that's another thing I don't like. Like in training camp, y'all, we don't be giving our offense the looks that them great teams give. That's what I don't like, because our defense doesn't run the things that can stop our offense. So that's what kind of bothers me. Like, if I'm a coach, and maybe some of y'all say, thank God you're not a coach. You might be right. But if I'm a coach, I'm trying to give the offense every day in practice looks of what we struggle in versus certain defenses. This is what they like to run against us, and this is what we struggle in. Let's work through that. But we don't get that. So when we be like, ooh, nice 17-yard pass across the middle, most of that stuff be wide open. Most of that stuff be wide open. Now we would say, well, we found the wide open person. Man, it'd be the first read and it'd be wide open. That ain't a challenge. That's not a challenge. It's really not. As a matter of fact, I'd be working with the defensive coordinator and telling him, this is what I'm going to run on offense. I want you to run some on defense that for the most part will shut it down and force us to get to the right read or the right person. Something's open, but it's going to take a while. You see what I mean? That's all I want to see. Because when you start eating in that, you're ready for any and everything. But we run our base against our base. And we get excited about the connections and all that stuff. And that's why when we play these bum teams, we get excited about the connections and how good it is. We get it same old, y'all. We got to start switching this thing up. Like we gotta be Super Bowl pedigree. We gotta do something gotta change. Something gotta be done different. Something has to be done different. And the reason why I think McDaniel and many other coaches get stuck in this purgatory is because they don't want to stop doing what they're already doing because they know that they're going to play at least 10 bums a season. And what do I mean by 10 bums? They're going to play 10 teams that at a minimum we have more talent than. We got more talent. When you look at all the teams we lost to, you could argue we just didn't have more talent than them other than Tennessee. Now, I know collectively you'll be like, no, we got a better roster than the Chiefs. Yeah, from top to bottom, it's a better roster. But when you put the weights on each player, you put the Mahomes weight or the this person weight, on it, theirs may be better. So a lot of people look at the talent we got. It's a lot of that top heavy talent. We might have 7 players that's 8, 9, or 10 in the league, but our opponent got 25 players that's a 6 through 8. Collectively, they got more talent. We just got more high-end talent. TD, I ain't gonna lie. The team we play this year have some talent. When you look at the schedule, yes, sir. I'm excited about it. I love the challenge because I don't want to just win. I want to win breaking through challenges. That's what's so disappointing for me lately. You think I get excited when we beat Denver? You think I didn't care when we beat Carolina and the Giants? Yeah, all right, another victory. Let's move forward. Yeah. They moved me. Every game we came up to, except the Cowboy game, I was like, man, if we could just get this one, it'll be a whole world different for not just me, the whole fan base. If we could just beat Buffalo, if we could just beat the Eagles right here, if we could just be like, those games move me. This is big time team versus big time team. Let's show the world we up here. We up here. I know our records say we beyond here, but no, let's get real, man. This is the game. And how many times all season did I say, this is the game right here? You win this game. Now you start getting that respect. Every time I did that, we lost. except the Cowboy game. And that turned me off right the week of the game because I was like, man, we probably going to beat these bums, even though I still don't have us beating them because I look at their schedule. They ain't did nothing all season either. They had the fifth easiest strength of schedule all year. And look, the only team we beat that made the playoffs had a strength of schedule like us. We had the fourth easiest strength of schedule when the season is over. That's why when we look at strength of schedule before the season starts, it's irrelevant. But when the season was over, we had the fourth easiest strength of schedule. Cowboys had the fifth. Cowboys had the fifth. You wonder why we beat them. Only teams easier than us was like, I think it was like Atlanta, the Saints, somebody. I don't remember. There was one more team. But the Cowboys didn't even tell me nothing. And it was so coincidental. So yeah, man. It's going to be interesting. This is going to be the year. Let me pull it up real quick. Our schedule for 2024. Give me one moment. Yeah, so the Arizona Cardinals joint at home, I feel good about. Bills at home, I'm going to have us winning, but I don't feel good about it. Jacksonville at home, man, I got us beating Jacksonville. If we don't, man, I'm going to be mad. Because honestly, they're a closer team than us than people want to acknowledge. But we should beat Jacksonville. And if, like I said, if we don't, I'm going to be mad. And we at home, we should beat them. Raiders, that's the low-key scary team to me this year that nobody talk about. You go look at what they did on the defensive side of the ball. You also look at the few additions on offense. Raiders going to shock some people. But it's at home. Christian Wilkins is going to come back. That's going to be interesting. So we'll see how that goes. Bills on the road, tough. Cleveland on the road, super tough. Green Bay on the road, tough. Houston on the road, super tough. Colts on the road. What version of Anthony Richardson are we going to get? But we should beat them, but it is on the road. So it's going to be tough, but we should get that victory. Rams on the road, tough. New England on the road, we'll see. I never respect them or the Jets, but we'll see. But truth is, we should be respected. It's a division game. Only thing they've been missing is a little bit of offense. They play us real tough every time. New England. Okay? Jets on the road, tough. Call it what it is. Seattle on the road, tough. I mean, let me back up for a second. Just look at our road. Oh my God. Just look at our road gauntlet. Bills playoff team. Browns playoff team. Green Bay playoff team. Texans playoff team. Colts. I don't think they made the playoffs, right? But it's a tough one. But that's 4 playoff teams. Rams playoff team. New England division. Jets division. Seattle playoff team. We got 9 away games more than home, and the only one where I feel like we should be fine is the Colts. All the other 8, man, them tough games on the road. Like, well, think about that. On the road, we already know we got our division. But the other 5 games, 6 games, that's brutal. Seattle, Rams, Texans, Green Bay, Browns. That's brutal. And when you go home, we should be good with Arizona. I like us against Jacksonville. I like us against the Raiders. A little sneaky, but I like us. I like us against New England at home. I like us versus the Jets at home. San Francisco, I don't like us in no situation versus San Francisco. Tennessee Titans, I like us, but we're going to lose. Well, I don't know what it is about them. I have no clue what it is, and they got better. I don't know what it is, but we just, man, Tennessee, like they starting to get me mad. I'm starting to hate Tennessee. I don't know what it is. But let me say this. Last year, I counted like 7 guaranteed wins for us off rip, like easy. This year, and we may not even win them all, but I'm just saying. Arizona, I can't say Jacksonville is just easy. I can't say the Raiders are going to be easy. The Colts, even though it's on the road, I'm going to put it in that category. One of the Patriots games will be easy, and then the other will be tough, but we'll win. But I'm giving you the easy peasy. That's it. 3 games. And truthfully, you can never say that about division games with the Patriots, but I'm just doing it. Like, this is tough. Our schedule is definitely tough. And let me count how many games we could lose. Like, we could lose. Buffalo twice. Jets twice. Browns, Green Bay, Texans, Rams, Seattle, 49ers. That's 10 games where, man, that's tough. You can lose any one of those. And the ones in the middle for me, so that's 3 easy, 10 tough. That leaves us with 4 middle games. That's Tennessee, Colts on the road, Jacksonville. And there's one more. Who am I leaving off? The one Patriots game, kind of. Those are iffy. I need to see this schedule. Oh my God, I don't know how they're going to fit this traveling in. Because look, y'all, I want y'all to think about this too in our road games. Buffalo, far away. Not across the country, but it's far. Cleveland, that's far. Green Bay, altitude and all. Tough. Houston, easy little trip over. Still a little distance, but that's easy. Rams, far. That's West Coast. Seattle, far. Like San Francisco, like, are we going to have a 3-week on the West Coast situation? Like, how are they going? Oh, that's home. Okay. How are they going to do that? Are we going to have to make 2 trips? And that's what I don't like. Are we going to have 3 away games, or are we going to do 2 different trips, or how are we doing this? Because San Francisco's at home. Forgive me. So I'm wrong. But Seattle, Rams, Green Bay. So you can look for the Seattle and Rams game potentially back to back or something. Because if not, those are 2 across country nasty little trips. And Green Bay with the altitude, that's tough too. Man. Yeah, we'll see. And then that Cleveland game, we'll see. They might do a back-to-back, or they're going to travel twice. How many potential cold games? 1 Buffalo. We got to see how it works out. Cleveland, Green Bay. Houston ain't gonna be cold unless it's late in the year, because some of y'all don't realize Houston gets cold too, just like Dallas. The Colts could be a cold game. Some of them in a stadium. I mean, some of them in a dome or something, like the Rams. That ain't cold anyway. New England could be cold on the road. Jets cold. Mm, Seattle. I think that's inside. I don't know. Culture indoor. Cool. Thanks. Um, so the real ones to worry about is Cleveland, Green Bay, Buffalo, Jets. Um, the Rams inside. Seattle is outside. Okay. Seattle. But the Rams, are the Rams? I know the Rams SoFi. Is that a outside or I don't remember. I don't remember. Let me look at the Rams stadium. SoFi. I think they let me go images. Oh, it's both. It depends on if they open it up or not. Well, no, it's like a breezeway. All right, I ain't worried about that. So it's 5 potential cold game situations. So we got to hope we get those 5 early in the season. So when the schedule come out, we'll see. We got to hope that we get those early in the season. So time will tell. Let me see if there's any more updates on schedule release real quick. Um, all right. Yeah, I don't see any more updates right now. Any more games that have been released so far. So everybody's just talking about the Buffalo versus Miami game. Oh my gosh. Please win that game. And please. Uh, please don't have a December, January Buffalo game. Mm. All right. It is what it is. Anyway, man, SoFi isn't retractable. I know. I think it's like a breeze through, like type stadium. It's a full roof, but the temperature might be whatever's outside because they have it's like open, like the regular area is like breeze through. If that makes sense, whatever. But punch that like button. 608 people watching between Twitter and YouTube right now. Appreciate you all coming through. Remember today at 3 p.m. The Huddle on BetUS TV's channel on YouTube. We will be discussing some of these things. The Bills got another edition. The Jets were trying to replace Nathaniel Hackett. We're going to be talking about this Dolphins first versus Bills game on the Huddle. So y'all make sure y'all come through at 3 p.m. Dan, Richie, myself on the Huddle show. Show's going crazy. It's growing big time. Literally started it like 2.5 months ago. Already has 6.5 thousand subs. It's just insane, man. So come show your love. Come support the Huddle at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be live with the fellas. Hopefully the internet comes back up. Maybe not, but we'll see. So I don't be lagging out. But yeah, y'all come through. That's enough for me right now. I'm gonna be live a lot more because we got a lot to discuss. Yeah, we got a lot to discuss. We got a lot to get into. I'm also going to be bringing back panel conversations. Might even bring a few shows with other creators on the channel, once a week or something like that, where we could all chop it up for about an hour or two. So much coming our way. Thank you for those who show love and support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel now. On our road to 30,000. We're at 29,000 right now. So we're trying to hit 30K. All right. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody watching. I'll talk to y'all later. Come check us out on The Huddle. Peace. I'm out. Any little releases, I'll try to go live and we'll talk about them. All right. I'll see y'all soon. Peace. I'm out.